time of how I got homeless because my paranoid schizophrenic relative lied and said that I was committing elder abuse against him. So, the week before last, on Monday, I got served a restraining order. And the restraining order basically said that I couldn't be 1,000 feet away from the home that I have been paying taxes on, been paying to get fixed up. My mother passed away 9 months ago, and I was obligated to take care of my uncle. Now, my mom had another child, excuse me, which was my brother. But when my mother was living, my brother never came and took my uncle to spend the night or none of that. But now that my mother's dead, he took my uncle to spend the night and just took over and was trying to get all his money and so on and so forth. And they were making lies saying I was stealing my uncle's money when I wasn't. I had been using it to pay bills. Working and using it to pay bills. All in the midst of trying to start my store and get my store up and running. So, I'm not telling this story because I want pity or handouts or anything. I'm telling this story because the same people you take care of are the same people that'll bring you down. That don't want to see you succeed. That doesn't want to see you grow. Do not mind my safety pin nose ring. My nose ring fell out. So I'm waiting for the new one to come in the mail. So the same people you take care of, they don't have your back. They don't. So in this restraining order, which I read, he lied and said I pushed him down the stairs, you guys. I'm 300 and something pounds, y'all. And I have no fear in telling nobody my weight. I'm 300 and something pounds. And I've been struggling with my weight all my life. Sometimes I've been really small. Sometimes I have been big. But after getting pregnant, I am still carrying baby weight. So basically, he sat there and lied and said I pushed him down the stairs. I wasn't feeding him. I wasn't bathing him. However, I have on my other phone I recorded him basically not taking his clothes off, wasn't getting in the shower, so on and so forth, and wasn't trying to work with me, working against me. And I recorded him saying that he didn't want to take a shower, or he said he wanted to take a shower, but he wouldn't change his clothes. And he knew he was interacting with these people. He just made a perception that wasn't reality. So the reality was I was trying to get him in the shower, and the reality was I was telling the other men in the family's life to have him get in the shower, and he was not getting in the shower. He was basically refusing it, or he was ignoring me. He was being subordinate. Just a lot of different things is what he was doing, which was really upsetting to me because he was making life harder for me when it didn't have to be that hard. And then I got hit with that. So now I have to come out of my savings to be able to find a roof over my head because I don't have any family. The family that I had was my mother and my auntie Lisa and my grandmother, who are now all deceased. I also have to contest this restraining order, but now I'm currently in a snowstorm, so I can't contest it as fast as I would want to, and everything is on halt. But I still have 30 days to be able to do so. My store is on halt right now too because I can't even process orders or get orders out because I don't have a printer and I don't have the things that I need, and my actual Dymo printer stopped working for some reason when I had just bought it. It was just a lot of stuff was stressing me out. So now I'm currently in an Airbnb. I got an Airbnb because I was like, well, I need to be in the Airbnb because it's going to be a snowstorm. So I'm in the Airbnb, and then people's power started going out. So I'm like, why is my power out? I don't know why my power is out, but it's okay. I'm not really worried about my power being out because I really don't care. I'm just like, I just have a lot of stuff on my mind, and I'm also trying to figure out how to accumulate a large amount of money in a short amount of time without selling drugs. You know, selling drugs is always there. It's always going to be there because the system was designed for us to have that access. to be able to go and sell drugs whenever you want to sell drugs. I don't want to go and sell drugs. I don't want to do that to be able to provide for myself, nor do I want to prostitute myself. Excuse me, I got water on me. But I don't want to have to prostitute myself because I just don't want to have to prostitute myself. And that's what a lot of people want to see, me prostitute myself. Like, they're stopping me from thinking of ways to make money. So I'm planning on doing grant writing. I won't say grant writing, but applying for grants. That's what I plan on doing. Because that makes sense for me, to apply for grants right now, because I am, as of now, once I leave this Airbnb, I'll be homeless. Family have offered me to stay with them, but when you stay with family you've never stayed with, you have to pay rent. And I do not want to pay rent for somebody if I could just save my money and be homeless. That's what I want to do. I just want to pay for what I need to pay for to get out. And I keep having to go into my savings to be able to provide for myself. And mind you guys, I do have a working 9 job where you get paid every 2 weeks. But that doesn't make enough money. Getting paid every 2 weeks, that's not going to pay my rent. That's why people have to find things to do on the side. And on the side, I am not going to prostitute myself, nor am I going to sell drugs, because that's what some people in the world want to see. That's what some people want to see me do, sell drugs or prostitute myself, because they feel like I can't do anything else for myself. I'm not knocking nobody who used to live with their parents, because I used to live with my mother and I lived with my uncle, and I took care of both of them. And my uncle, when my mother was alive, he would get in the shower. But for me, he doesn't want to get in the shower. I don't know if it's because I'm not a mother and I don't have any kids that he doesn't feel like he needs to get in the shower. Whatever the case may be, I don't care. Somebody said that he would be able to come to live with me. He won't ever be able to come and live with me again. Even if I am financially well off, which I know going through this struggle, I have to be financially well off in my future, he won't ever be allowed to stay and lay under my roof. Him nor my brother. They just showed me that materials is all that matters to them. And materials do matter to me because they have value in regards to my mother. But my brother wants to give me broken furniture that me and my mom both plan to get out of that home. My aunt, deceased aunt, before she even passed away, she told me I can have her bedroom set. And my brother feels like he can take my bedroom set. And my brother, he's going with somebody who's 3-4 times his age, who's older than me, who's like 35 years old and has 3 kids. And she's going with a 26-year-old. And he's getting mind controlled and he doesn't understand it. But the problem, I don't have a problem with my brother going with somebody of that age. What I have a problem is if somebody that doesn't know my family and being in my business. Like, you can go with my brother and not be in my business. That's just how I feel. You don't have to be with my brother and be in my business or get to know me or get to be close to me. I don't need that. I don't need no sisters. I don't need no support. I don't need that. And I wish people would stay away from me. I don't think about that person. What I think about is my brother, because something is really wrong with him. And even before, my mom thought something was wrong with my brother as well. So she didn't want him to have the keys to her home any longer. He wouldn't abide and give the keys back to her. And it was just a lot of different things. He stole the title to the vehicle I drive, so I had to go and get another title and get the car placed in my name. He just did a lot of stuff, and he makes up a lot of lies. He's a pathological liar, and he lies all the time. And he says that he purchased my refrigerator in my home, which he didn't. He doesn't even know how much it cost, where it came from or anything. I don't want anybody in my personal business or my living situation. So now I have to work really, really, really hard to go back and accumulate everything that I had worked hard for with my mom and saved up. I knew one day my mom would die, but I had worked to make the steps so that I could be able to live comfortable when she left and be able to provide for myself. But the problem is the medical field never gave me an opportunity. And then the pandemic came, and now they want to give everyone an opportunity to be able to go and work in the field that they always wanted to work in. I don't want to work for people who never saw a need for me before a pandemic, but now it's a need for me to work in a pandemic because you don't have enough hands because you weren't hiring hands. So you want me to go and work and do all the things that I learned in school years ago, because I graduated school in 2017 with my associate's degree. You want me to go and work really, really, really hard for you guys when I don't have any experience. But any time and time again when I went on interviews, you told me I looked good on paper, I didn't have enough experience, and you weren't willing to do anything to give me any experience. So now, when it's a pandemic and you guys are all trying to scramble and figure it out, I am supposed to bend over backwards for you guys? No, I'm not supposed to bend over backwards. No, I have more things on my plate to think of. I would have loved to work in the medical field when my mother was living. I would have loved to do that. Definitely would have loved to do that. I would have loved to work for my mother. Worked and allowed my mother to see how I progressed going to school for what I went to school for. But now I can work there, but I don't really want to work there. I don't want to work in that atmosphere. Because soon as you guys get the pandemic under control, then you're going to lay off a whole bunch of people. Also, the only experience you have is working in the pandemic. That's absolutely ludicrous. You guys are ludicrous. If you think that that's what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do that at all. I'm not going to do that at all. It just doesn't make any sense. Maybe it makes sense to you, but it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I am not going to give my time for that. But long story short, you guys, I am officially homeless. Homeless people have money, so don't say that to me. Because homeless people are often homeless due to mental illness, drug addiction. But there are some people who are working class citizens that are homeless, who pay taxes. And even when I file for my taxes, I'm not going to get a lot of money back. Because last year, my mom passing, it just kind of took a lot of money out of my pockets, and I couldn't get a sustainable job. Now I have a sustainable job, but what I mentally have to go through to stay on my feet is absolutely crazy. It's crazy. I'd rather go into insanity behind my business versus going through insanity because somebody else is trying to take my peace of mind. And that's the biggest thing now. I don't want to deal with all of that if I don't have to. I've been called a cow on my job. I get told I'm lazy because of my weight. I've been treated poorly on my job. So I don't really want to continue to do my job if I really don't have to. So I'm going to probably be walking around with a bonnet. I got to wash clothes. I have stuff that I need to do. But the life that I have been working hard for, I can't even, it's just been kind of ripped away from me because of people habitual lying. Like the person will stand in my face and lie, and I ask the person, do I need to go look for a place to stay? Do I need to go look for a place to stay? Let me know so I can go look for a place to stay now instead of waiting. The person sat in my face and lied. I asked them, do I need to go look for a place to stay? Do I need to go look for a place to stay? And instead of sitting in my face and telling the truth, the person lied. So, don't trust blood. Don't trust the people you lay with. Because the same person you're making sure got cable, got heat, got a working toilet, and the person made up a lie and said, I'm big. That don't even make no sense, and I'm not going to have no food in my refrigerator. That's not going to make no sense. If I'm not going to have no food in my refrigerator, y'all, I'm big. Why would I not have no food in my refrigerator? Don't disregard my eyebrows, y'all. But why would I not have no food in my refrigerator? That don't even make no sense. Does that make sense to y'all? That doesn't even make any sense. Why I wouldn't have no food in my refrigerator? I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Why I wouldn't have no food in my refrigerator? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why I wouldn't have no food in my refrigerator? That just don't make no sense to me. But yeah, I will be giving y'all updates. I will probably do vlogs in my car, homeless, because all I have right now to my name is my car. Yeah. I gotta really get it out the mud. So I will be getting off here now because I'm tired. And I gotta figure out some ways to make some money. To do some stuff to get on my feet. But alright, y'all. Peace. Bye, y'all.